Alright, let's give Thursday's Daily Puzzle on chess.com a shot. This one's called One Diagonal Leads to Another. It's black to move. Give the video a pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. It certainly feels like I want to give this check to me, you know? Right? Like, I mean, if I go here, the bishop can block. I would take that for checkmate, so that's not possible. I think the only other move for white is to go here. Is that right? And then I probably just bring in the queen. Or sorry, bring in the bishop. Oh, this bishop's protecting. Okay. So maybe that is a little trickier than I thought. Maybe this bishop wants to get involved. These pawns are definitely in the way right now, or could be in the way. It just really feels like the puzzle's calling for this. This rook is hanging right now. This looks pretty bad, though. I think I probably want to give checks. Here. I can't really get to the king on this when it's on this diagonal. What is there a benefit to this? I just can't really see it if there is one. Check. Okay, like maybe if I go here and pawn pushes, is that beneficial for some reason? Is that going to allow me to like get to this square with my queen? Maybe. Wait a second. Okay, so if I go here, I think the pawn's going to have to push, right? Because otherwise I'm checkmating on this square. Like the king's only move is there. But I think once the pawn pushes, then I think making these moves makes more sense, maybe? I don't think so. I was thinking maybe I could go here, but the pawn protects that, and I can't go here. Here. I don't see it. Why do I feel like that's it, though? Oh, maybe, okay. Here. And I'm just out of checks. No, that doesn't work. I feel like it has to start with this. I don't know. Am I wrong? It is that. Do I take this first? Or do I go here? If I take, the pawn has to take. If I take, the pawn has to take. Check here, and then what am I doing? Don't I just run out of checks? Check here. What's the idea? I don't see. There's some check in here that I'm not seeing, I feel like. I don't know where it is. My knights are too far away, right? If I go here, pawn takes, check here. Like, what do I do? I feel like it's this. I don't know. It is. Oh, I missed this entirely. Oh, I missed that this diagonal opens up, and that's definitely what this is made. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay. I got it right, and I mean, I don't know. Kind of had the idea, but I just like couldn't. It just wouldn't click. All right, I think I can explain that one without much problem now. Let's run it back. All right, cool. So tough one here. I like didn't really. I kind of just had an inkling about it, but I couldn't see the line. This check looks really nice, but the king gets to here, and you just don't really have a move because all these pieces cover a ton of squares. And this pawn is kind of annoying. It feels like this bishop wants to get involved, and I couldn't figure out how. And I thought maybe I was going to end up sacrificing this diagonal to clear space for my queen. But this is the first move, and the point is that the pawn has to push. And it's not so that this pawn stops protecting like this square or something. It's so that this diagonal opens up for your bishop. So the point is you go here, the pawn pushes. Now when you check here, the king had to move here the whole time after you moved the queen to here. But before, you didn't really have a way to attack it. Now that the pawn pushed, this diagonal is open, and that's made. That's the puzzle. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.